Hi, my name's Claire and I'm the HR manager at CC Pines. Humble, hungry and smart. These are our company core values. The overarching company goal for CC Pines is to transform into a team-led organisation while retaining these core values. We are really committed to making teamwork a cultural reality at CC Pines. But firstly, everyone here needs to understand what being a humble, hungry and smart team player really means, and how all three together make up the essential virtues of an ideal team player.
Ideal team players are humble. They lack excessive ego or concerns about status. Humble people are quick to draw out the contributions of others and slow to seek attention for their own. They share credit, emphasize team over self, and define success collectively rather than individually. Humility is the single most indispensable attribute of being a team player. There are two types of people that lack humility. There is the obvious kind who are overtly arrogant and make everything about them. They boast and soak up attention and are ego-driven, which diminishes teamwork with resentment and politics. But there is another kind who are far less dangerous, but are still worth understanding, and they are people who lack self-confidence. They can discount their own talents and contributions, and so people mistakenly see them as humble. But this is not humility. While they are not arrogant, their lack of understanding of their own worth is also a violation of humility. Truly humble people do not see themselves as greater than they are, but neither do they discount their talents or contributions. People with a low sense of self-worth often hurt teams by not advocating their own ideas or by failing to call attention to problems that they see. What both of these types have in common is insecurity, which makes some people overconfident and others discount their own talents, which diminishes performance on a team. Ideal team players are hungry. They are always looking for more things to do, more to learn, more responsibility to take on. Hungry people almost never have to be pushed by a manager to work harder because they are self-motivated and diligent. They are constantly thinking about the next step and the next opportunity. It is not difficult to understand why hungry people are great to have on a team, but it's important to realise that some types of hunger are not good for a team. Hunger can be directed in a selfish way that is not good for the team or individual. We also don't want hunger to become extreme, where work becomes important and dominates an employee's life. We are referring to a healthy hunger, which is manageable, sustainable, doing a job well, and going above and beyond when it is truly required. Ideal team players are smart. They have common sense about people. Smart people tend to know what is happening in a group situation and how to deal with others in the most effective way. They have good judgment and intuition around the subtleties of group dynamics and the impact of their words and actions. In the context of a team, smart is not about intellectual capacity, but has everything to do with the ability to be interpersonally appropriate and aware. They ask good questions, listen to what others are saying, and stay engaged in conversations intently. Some may refer to this as emotional intelligence, but smart is probably a little simpler than that. Smart people have good judgment around group dynamics and the impact of their words and actions. What makes humble, hungry and smart powerful is not the individual attributes themselves, but the combination of all three. If one of these attributes is missing with a team player, then teamwork becomes more difficult. But no one is perfect. We all have a bad day or even a bad week or difficult time in our lives which will impact on how we behave. When team members are adequately strong in humility, hunger, and people smarts, they enable effective teamwork. They are more likely to be vulnerable and build trust, engage in productive but uncomfortable conflict with team members, commit to group decisions even if they disagree, hold their peers accountable when they see performance gaps that can be addressed, and put the results of the team ahead of their own needs. Only humble, hungry and smart people can do those things without a great deal of coaching. Those who don't have all three are going to require significantly more time, attention and patience from their managers. This is why we have applied this model to our recruitment processes and to our current employees by using DISC. DISC enables employees to understand about themselves so they become more effective when working with others, learn about other employees' DISC styles in their team and company, thereby improving the company culture. We hope you have enjoyed learning about what makes people humble, hungry and smart, and why attracting and retaining employees with all three of these traits is so important. These values have been taken from the Patrick Lencioni book, The Ideal Team Player. I encourage any of you that haven't yet had the chance to read the book, and for those of you that would like to know more or chat with me further on this subject, please don't hesitate to reach out to the HR team. Having a clear set of values helps us to understand what we stand for and gives us the guidance to make the right decisions so we can achieve the company vision. It is imperative for us to establish strong values that shape and define our company culture. We are incredibly proud of the culture we have here at CC Pines. It makes us one of a kind.
In HR, we are always looking for ways to embed the values into our processes. You will find them in our recruitment, training and development, and employee performance reviews. We welcome any feedback or suggestions you may have with regards to how we can improve on this. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this video on our company values.